Hey, Mike Callahan back again with the next edition of the 30-day challenge, creating an absentee owner. Yes, the ability to leave your business for the next 30 days or work remotely. So what we're doing here is we're going through a bunch of tools and tactics right now. The first thing we're going to do is go into an organize, automate, and dominate your local market. We're still obviously in the organized phase here. So the next 30 or 40 days, I'm going to go through all the tools that you need to organize your business, to leave it for 30 days and not be part of it. And then we're going to show you how to automate it, to go out and actually execute it, and then use those tools to dominate your market without you, the business owner, having to be part of the equation. So I'm going to change the screen out here to show you what we've gotten so far. So as we're going in here in the organized phase, we've talked about having a centralized knowledge database, a wiki. We've talked about field equipment, how to create a manual and possibility for troubleshooting, so the business owner or manager is not tied to the equipment and assets in the office and in the field, predominantly in the field, but we also want to track that for the office as the business grows and scales. Next thing is we talked about Google Docs and G Suite for Business and the ability to have a cloud-based centralized document system that everybody in the business can work on with audit trails. And if somebody leaves the organization, they quit or they get fired, we can pull back all the information and have control over it. So the thing we're going to talk about today is creating a location independent phone system as part of the 30-day challenge. So one of the keys in the business to become an absentee owner or location independent is getting a voice over IP. So it's voice over internet provider. I've included a link in the post notes. They have some more information about this, but the premises of this is creating this location independent system. So when we go into an app such as Ring Central, or there's several other ones that you can go into, Ring Central just seems to be the one that we've been using. We can go into our phone and we can call out as if we're actually in the physical office. It's also going to allow us to log into the cloud-based system on our laptop and track all the calls coming in, the stats, and manage and update the phone system, whether it's voicemails, calls coming in, call ordering. So whether it hits the office in your cell phone or just hits the office, or if it hits the manager's cell phone in the sequential ordering, we can have complete control over the system in minutes without having to hire a third-party software to come in and build a phone network. Awesome process, as well as it's going to give you the ability to do text messaging through the office, through the actual office phone number. Most people don't want to talk to us nowadays. So we're able to use a voice over IP system to do two-way texting, whether it's from our personal cell phone, the manager's cell phone, making it look like it came from the office, or if you have an admin, just like Christine in my office, she could fire back two-way texting over the voice over IP. And if you end up using a process of a virtual assistant, a VA, I get into some deeper knowledge on this in the linked video, but if you're using a product or service like Pink Collars with Michelle and Doug, this is a great way to take your phone system and remotely connect it to a virtual assistant and let them work full-time or part-time in the off hours and have a centralized phone and knowledge system all in one solution. So as we're going into organized challenge owner, we want to create a centralized knowledge database and a wiki, manuals for the equipment in the field and office for how to use them, maintenance and troubleshoot them, Google Docs for unified, basically documents shared across the organization. And then today's video is voice over IP, voice over internet provider, phone systems to create a location independent control and access for the business owner if they need to use it. Otherwise, they can have this basically freedom business. So these are some of the foundational parts. Like I said, we're going to go through probably about 35 or 40 of these different pieces. We're going to show you how to organize all of them, then create an automated system, then go in and double down and dominate your local market. So if you have any comments or questions about our 30-day challenge, voice over IP phone system integration into the business, drop them down below and I'm happy to respond.